Yeah, here we are at the right field here at Woodley, and we had a chance over lunch to talk with a few of the players and Emmanuel Benjamin, the coach for San Diego, who's made 3 changes and brought in an off spinner, extra off spinner, to see if they can offset the work with the Thunderbolt team that just beat them by 7 runs. Emmanuel was somewhat upset because he figured that San Diego was soldiering along quite nicely, but a couple of rash shots put them in danger, put them in the losing column. So we'll see how whether we can power up. And Seattle won the toss, elected to bat, and
you're watching the 2024 Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Yash Technologies.
To Ian Chowan, the captain. They decide not to run on that one. So Clinton is the facing batsman. Lives in New Zealand. Has played in the major leagues here as well. Major League Cricket. And now the wild card for Seattle Thunderbolts. Again, pushes out. In his first innings today, Clinton batted very sensibly for a strike rate of 77. He wasn't looking to overpower the ball. He just wanted to get a stable opening partnership going. In comes Fernando for his 3rd ball here. Slightly short to length and straight out to mid-wicket there. And that one's picked up by Clinton. It's high and it's catchable. I think we're going to have a wicket here. And it was caught. So that's a big breakthrough for San Diego. Early strike there, even before Seattle got any runs on the board. Got to remember that in 2022, the team you're watching here, Seattle Thunderbolts, were the champions of the minor league tournament throughout the nation. So West has always been strong as far as minor league cricket is concerned. So getting a breakthrough there like that after San Diego lost the first game by just 7 runs really is a point in San Diego's favor. And as you can see, we're brought to you by Yash Technologies, who've done a lot for maintaining the broadcasts here. And as Fernando picks up his first wicket in his first over, and 2 balls to go for a wicket maiden if he can, which seems quite possible. So Chowan, the captain, left there, and Clinton out without troubling the scorer. Very strong wind here in the commentator's box today. It's really whistling through now. So that will help the bowlers crosswind. In comes Fernando. And excellent ball, skips through. Almost catchable. I think he got his bat on that, so that was another close call. Seattle has a big indoor facility for training youth up in Seattle. It's fairly near it's in Redmond, fairly close to Microsoft headquarters there. So anybody interested in their youth training in Seattle, check up the and here comes, pushes that through the offside. There'll be just a single on that. So very good first over for Fernando, just 2 off it and a wicket. Seattle are now 2 for 1. S. Kohli, the incoming batsman, he's must have been added to the roster during lunchtime. So they're resting some players and bringing in new players to get some experience. So a lot of pressure on the captain now, Ian, because he's lost his best wildcard player. Yeah, so the indoor facility in Seattle is linked to the Thunderbolts as part of their training academy. Their coach has a series of programs there that you can find on the website. So if any of you are interested in having your children learn the game, just tap into Seattle Thunderbolt training website. And there are a lot of links there as to pricing and skill levels and all the rest of it. So Seattle cricket's really booming right now. It's come back. I mean, the IT revolution up there, it benefited from that. The weather is just the challenge. It's a shorter season than down here. But a long tradition of cricket up in the northwest, going back to the British Navy actually, in Vancouver Island. Get a battleship come into port, you've got a lot of cricketers on board. And that was the base, and it's grown from there over the years. Up and down, but right now it's really at a peak. In we come here. This is hit hard and straight to the fielder, almost caught. And could have been a second wicket there. So that would have been a real turnaround for the books with a catch there. So Jaydeep Reddy, the captain, bowling here. Comes ready, and so this one's shorter, pushed out to mid-off there. This one fuller length, again just same fielder, picks up. So Kohli just on 1 now. Sashwat Kohli, domestic player. Ready in for his 4th ball, 2 dots already. This one short, pushed out to the leg side. There'll be 2 on that. Wicketkeeper backed up there by the fielder. So Ian Chow, the captain, bowled Fernando in the first innings, got 14 runs, 93.3 strike rate. Ruben had 21 in the first innings, got out for a duck in this innings. Sashwat Kohli had 7. Again, bowled Fernando, caught Sharma in that previous game of this morning. Pushes that one out. And they're going to get 2 on that. Oh, it's crossed the boundary. So 4, the first boundary of the innings. Score moves on to 9 for 1 with Kohli, Sashwat Kohli, the number 3 batsman, doing the damage. JD here on his last ball of the over. Straight back to mid-off there, and that's the end of the over. In comes Fernando, already taken a wicket. That one's cut past point for possibly 2, but could be a 4. No, it's cut off. So Ian Chowan has played 16 matches, 378 runs for the Seattle Thunderbolts, no wickets, so he's pretty much the batsman. In average, the highest score is 60, and it's average a strike rate of 129 and an average of 27. 291 runs in 16 games. He's been not out just twice. The way he gets out most often is caught. So Fernando bowling extremely well. 3 off that first ball though. Just a slight misfield there by San Diego, allows a single. Kohli, a famous name. I wonder if it's a relative. Picks up that one. There are 2 Kohlis on the San Diego Thunderbolts team. One's a Sashwat Kohli. Oh, I guess they're one and the same. Played 6 matches, 55 runs. Faced 52 balls, average of 18. So here's the 2 batsmen with Fernando's bowling to right now. 2 more dot balls. And another dot ball. Another excellent over here by Fernando, just 4 off the over. And for his 6th ball here. Right on the batsman's pads, flicked off them. And they'll get a single for that, so just 5 off the over. Seattle 13 for 1. With a quick breakthrough there before they had any runs on the board when Clinton was caught out in the boundary there, inside the boundary. Power play still on. 3 more overs till power play off. So it looks as though Reddy will continue. You can very easily identify the captain with his blue cap. Quite distinctive. So Ian Chowan, the captain for the Thunderbolts, to face JD Reddy, the captain of San Diego Surf Riders. Brought to you by Yash Technologies. This one's short. Pushed away on the offside, no run. That's a lovely shot there, hit hard, and it's going to go 4 runs. That's how you treat a short ball. Cut hard to the off boundary. A lot of power in that shot. So the scoop shot, in a way, has revolutionized cricket recently. It's become the main go-to for a lot of batsmen. But there was the classic Bradman cut right there. He's picked up most of his runs laterally. Square cuts and leg shots. Straight to the fielder this time. It'll just be a single. Ready, fuller length ball, driven away on the leg side there, and there'll be a single. So Ready choosing to fuller length now. Again, pushed out on the, thumped out actually would be a better expression, on the offside for a single. So the run rate 5.48 right now. The opener's doing a good job of keeping the runs down. 21 for 1 in this power play. Last ball of the over coming up. And this one, the batsman leaves and the umpire signals wide. This one's full of pitch. Straight back to the bowler. That wide, needing that extra ball there. So 10 off the over for JD.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Fernando was kept on for all 4 overs in the previous game. I think we're doing the same thing here. We're on our 3rd over with Fernando. It's right on length. It's very catchable. It's going to fall between the fielders. There'll be 2 runs there. Risky shot, but I think wasn't a planned shot. I think it just came off the bat that way. It's high off the bat. High off the bat blade. 24 for 1. So the captain here digging his team out of danger. Gets right behind that. And that'll be a single. Every time Fernando bowls, there's either a chance or he has to be played very effectively. Have to get right behind that ball coming in. That one's short, and they flick that one off the leg side, and that looks as that's all the way for 4. Lovely shot. A lot of power behind it. Strong wrists. Play that shot. Both batsmen swinging the bats as the ball comes in from the boundary. A rare 4 off Fernando. This one's short, and again, same shot. Back-to-back 4s. Score 33 for 1 now. As the ball comes back into Fernando. Must be tired. This is his 8th over in today's bowling. Well fielded there, diving to his right. Cuts off at least 2 runs there. Good job by the San Diego fielder. But the score ticking along now, 34 for 1, 7 runs and over. Score rate picking up. His team's playing back to back, and Fernando digs that one in deep, goes straight to mid-wicket. And that's the end of the over. That's one of the most expensive overs Fernando's had in the 5 games I've seen him in, and it's 12 runs off that. But still very good bowling figures with 1 wicket there for 18 runs.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So Reddy will continue his line and bowling here. He's on his 3rd over. Two overs so far for 15 runs. Pitches that one full, pushed out to the leg side, no run. Catchable, and it's caught. Looks like Gunnar Sakara. No, it's not. It's Cooney. Backed up by Umar there, the Pakistani international. Useful breakthrough wicket that by Reddy. Seattle were beginning to dictate terms to the Surf Riders. I was speaking with Emmanuel Benjamin from the San Diego Surf Riders coach, and he was just saying he was upset with some of the batting. Just kind of batsmen shouldn't have been out on certain shots, and I think that was an example there where it was probably just a mishit and a catch as a result. As the batsmen were doing quite well together out there, so it's a pity to break up that partnership. Captain's still there on 14. The new batsman coming in, Nayak. Nice wicket for Reddy. He's worked hard for that. Sujit Nayak, good bowler too. Bowled very well in the last game. Ready conferencing with his fielder. Tapping the wisdom of Umar, who's played many a game. This one's short, almost got an edge to that. Just pulled his bat out of the way in the right in time. It was a testing ball, turned out to be. So Sujit Nayak facing Reddy, who's already picked up a wicket this over. And this one's much shorter, and they must have some intelligence on Sujit, because they deliberately seem to be bowling short to him. Of course, they played him earlier on in the first game today, which started 10:15. Seattle are down here because of the inclement weather up north. So we managed to squeeze in the extra four games here. Minor league cricket. That one's pushed out fuller length. Straight to mid-on there. So just one run. Score 35 for 2. So Jaydeep, the second spell of bowling, is more economical than the first that he had in the last game. So hopefully that'll translate to a win column down the road. This one's short, picked up, hit hard. His leg side. Square side drive. Not even a scoop. Four runs. Score moves on to 39 for 2. And at Jaydeep's third over. Just 5 off the over with that, even with that boundary. So keeping the runs down still. But that's the end of the power play, so we'll see some people drop off now to the boundary. Umar loosening his shoulders there. I don't know whether that's a hint that they'll be bringing him on. Vanipali, the new bowler, coming in. Slams that one down on a full length. One's short and picked up. And that'll be 4 runs all the way. So Sujit Nayak picking that one up, dispatching it to the boundary. .43 for 2, so that loss of a wicket having no impact whatsoever on the scoring rate. Vanipali will be looking to lengthen the ball a little bit because that was short. That one's better. Pushed out the offside this time. And that'll be just a single. Three balls, 5 runs off Vanipali so far. That's a great shot. The runs really beginning to pick up here. Score moves on to 48 for 2. Took them 10 overs in the previous game to get to that level. So Seattle scoring a lot faster this time around. 9 off this over for Vanapali so far. And that was a hook shot. Fielded inside the boundary. Swiveled on his feet there to hit that ball. Flicks that one off his pads. Didn't look as though it'd carry. That'll be 2 runs. And the 50 up. 4 overs prior to the last game. And Seattle were batting. So the captain now, Ian Chowan, on 23 and Nayak on 8. Perhaps some coaching instructions going in there. No. Have a good support staff, the Seattle Thunderbolts. Well organized team. So 50 up for Seattle, 50 for 2. 7 overs gone. Captain's innings in the making here. Comes ready for his last over. Pitches that one up. That'll be a single. Sujat Nayak batting very well. He scored 105 runs in his previous outings. Played it. This will be his 8th match. Highest score of 34 so far for Sujat Nayak. Ian Chuan now on 24, 133 strike rate. This one's pitched up, pushed out onto the offside, straight to the fielder. Another single. Full length there, straight to the fielder, and it's a beautiful out for Reddy. It'll be his 2nd wicket. And he'll be delighted with that. Came against the flow of play too. Useful breakthrough for San Diego Surf Riders because the batsmen were getting set. So it's Ian Chowan, the captain, the outcoming batsman. So he was playing extremely well. Great catch. Captain did his job though. He 24 runs. Jade would be very happy with that wicket. Chittanani, the incoming batsman, good bowler as well. Quite distinctive, those pink pads of the Seattle Thunderbolts. Chittanani. Ready for his pitches right up to Chittanani, the incoming batsman. Dot ball. This one's uncaught. Beautiful. And so real breakthrough there by Reddy, as Seattle were looking to move the score along really fast there, and now they get another wicket with Chittanani, and two wickets for Reddy in that over. Just, I think that was his last over as well. So last ball of that over, he picks up second wicket. No, he's got one more to go. So captain's bowling patch here, making the breakthrough for his team. Great bowling by JD. Lovely catch there at point. So all of a sudden Seattle at 53 for 4 and they're 53 for 2. Big difference. There are two main batsmen out. So this is an opportunity for the Mohan is a hard hitter of the ball. He was powering the ball straight drives in the previous innings, so we'll see what happens now. But that was toward the end of the innings they came in. This is where you need to construct and consolidate, so it'll be interesting to see whether he's got those skills as a batsman. Excellent over for JD. Picking up 3 wickets. This must be one of his best bowling spells, I would think, in the minor league right now. So it's a fast-paced game. Wickets falling, runs scoring. It's been fast. Quick turnover. Or rapid turnover. JD having a very effective bowling spell here. Just adjusting his field there. Got a fine leg he just positioned. This one's good length. Mohan pushes out for a single. Rahul Mohan. So Rishabh Mohan getting some invaluable experience here. He's one of the under-21 players, and already shown he can bat. Pushed out here to the offside. JD just finished his over there now with 2 wickets in his final over. Devan Shivastra, new bowler. He varies it either side of the wicket. Bowled very well in his previous spell in the last game. So Seattle 55 for 4 in 8 overs with Devan now bowling. Bowling round the wicket this time. Left arm round. And almost plays onto his stumps right there. There's Rahul Mohan. Sorry, Rishabh Mohan. Rishabh Mohan. Young player. Under 21. This one nice, tempting length. Intelligent bowler, Devan. They added another spinner, did the Surf Riders, for this very reason. And this one played and missed. Mistimed that one. So Devan putting a lot of thought into his bowling. This one's full of length and they're stumping there. Fortunately, he was in his crease, so he lives to fight another battle. Almost tempted out of his crease there. So an excellent over by Devan Shivasrava. Just 2 runs off that over. Quite a tongue twister, Shrivastra. Seattle's 56 for 4. Nine overs gone. So Surf Riders managing to slow the onslaught of the Thunderbolts, bring them down to earth a little bit. They've still got a lot of batting to come. Sinchi and a couple other big bats in the pavilion there. Pushed out there to the, oh, good piece of fielding there by Reddy, the captain. So decide the new bowler. Pratik Desai. He's the new bowler they brought in for this game. He didn't play in the previous game. Right arm spinner. Easy two, as they say from pavilion. Yep. And ambled two. Getting a lot of spin on that ball, and so much so that he got himself a wicket. A beautiful piece of bowling. Shortened that one up a little bit, put an extra torque on it, and got a wicket. So out goes Rahul Mohan, who is a powerful bat, as we saw in the previous game, but not this time. Desai picks him up, and the coaching change made by Emmanuel Benjamin has already paid off. So Emmanuel, an immensely experienced coach, lives in Tasmania, last 40 years, but played a lot of Ranji Trophy cricket in India, one of the rare 1% Christian population in India, and played several years there, and then a lot of first-class cricket, and is now used as the coach for San Diego Surf Riders, who he coaches the youth and also the senior players, and runs the team when the owners are out of town. So a good piece of coaching there on the part of Benjamin. So new batsman in, Sujit Sharma. Shivam Sharma, number 64, into bat. So Seattle now 59 for 5, and on the back foot, very much so, with these 3 quick wickets. Desai still got 3 balls to go here. Now bowling over the wicket. He went round on that previous one. Straight back drive to mid-on. So last ball here. This one confidently cut away on the offside. There'll be 2 runs in that. It's a good shot. So Pratik Desai just 3 matches, so he's a new player for San Diego. And that wicket is just the 3rd wicket he's taken in minor league cricket, so a good breakthrough for Pratik. Playing as a new insert into this side. Keeper adjusting the players here. Devam straight back to, hits him on a kneecap there, and he's feeling it. And they're running on him while he's keeled over. And that looks as though it could be a serious injury. I guess if it's it was hit very, very hard, and he's still down. Hopefully he didn't crack a kneecap. 65 for 5 as Devam Shivavastava goes down in pain. So break in play there as Devan gets back on his feet. Question is, will he be able to bowl? Been bowling very well up to now. Pushed away, but no run. And the game back in play. Very deliberate bowler, Devan. He just got a good solid run up. Intelligent bowler, as I was saying earlier, just coming round the wicket here. The batsman just managed to dig that one out. It's right on the length. That one's shorter and it's picked up a little bit. It's going to go straight out to the offside fielder there. Deep extra cover. Devam, an all-rounder for San Diego. Batted well. He's a youngster. Under 19 player. He's played 30 matches. Got a lot of experience. 38 runs and 12 wickets. So he's an up-and-comer. "30 matches, 11 innings. Scored 38 runs. So he's an all-rounder, and in his bowling, he's bowled his best is 2 for 15. So the youngster ages a little bit with that knee on the kneecap. Just 4 off the over though, despite the hard hit to the kneecap. 67 for 5. Run rate now has gone down to 6.09. 11 overs done. Nice hit straight to the fielder though. Just 1 run. Desai back on. Desai looking to add to his scalps here. Being brought on for the second game. Seattle 5 wickets down, so that puts them at a slight disadvantage as they chase runs. This one nicely pitched up, straight back to the same fielder. Picked up there by mid-off. Wicketkeeper covering. Side bowling over the wicket on this one, I think. Yeah. Straight back to Desai. Dives to his right to stop the ball. Another push straight out to deep extra cover, so mid-on and extra cover getting a lot of work at the moment. Excellent over by Desai. It's 3 runs off it so far. Shivam Sharma. Nayak now facing. Digs that one out. Good bowling here by Desai. Sujit Nayak again tempts him. This is catchable. This is going for 6. bounces off the tree back into the field of play. Hit the tree right next to the gantry for the television camera. So Desai, very tight innings, tied over up to that point, but 9 off it as a result of that 6. So Seattle move on to 76 for 5. Run rate 6.3, still very catchable, with Seattle 5 wickets down now. So Dhiman Shrivastava in for his last over, I think. So it's not too bad the worse for wear after that injury to the knee. Stop there, play for a few minutes. It's good to see him back up. Under 19 player coming in, showing a lot of maturity. This one is driven hard, and that's going to be 6. A little bit too over pitch there. Feel it clears the fence on the Wong side of the field. The Wong Field, named for Gene Wong, who is president of the Southern California Cricket Association for 19 years, and ushered in the 2 fields on the other side of the road there, Wong and Mada. Mada, of course, was founder of the USACA back in 1963, set up in St. Louis, and the founding organization for minor league here. Nicely picked up. This one's slightly shorter and chopped down on. There'll be a run there on the offside, as Seattle now digs itself out of a hole with 82 for 5. .2 overs gone. So some gritty cricket here between Surf Riders and the Thunderbolts. Know each other quite well after today's efforts. In comes Devon, round the wicket, this time pushed out to the offside, and that is gone for 4. So Dhiman a little expensive in this last over. Well, it's actually his 3rd over, so Nayak now on 26, Sujit Nayak, Suvit Sharma on 13. Shivam Sharma. Pushes that one out again, and that will be a single. So a little expensive in that over for Dhiman, but great experience for him, coming back from a hard hit to the kneecap. Last ball of the over coming up. Shivam Sharma, free agent, ready to face. Blocks that one, sends it right back to the bowler. Showing respect. End of the over. Score is 88 for 5. Both teams seem to have gone into conference mode here for a while. Perhaps the Seattle, the Surf Riders planning strategy for this last 7 overs. Certainly Seattle are scoring at a better rate than they did in the previous game. Captain there, Umar, his advisor, chatting with Praktik, probably setting up some leg traps here. Most of the wickets today have been caught out. Fielders going out on the boundary, so perhaps this is set up time for Seattle. They're hitting hard, so why not catch them out? We'll see whether that discussion bears any fruit. Deep mid off, deep mid on. The tallest lads on the boundary. Deep mid wicket. And here we go. They decide to push it, keep it in the inner circle here. It'll just be a single. As Praktik Desai back on. This is 3rd over. Pushed out to the leg side, it'll be a single. $89 for 5. Surf Riders prepared for an aerial attack here. So good piece of bowling that takes the bat away from the batsman. Desai having a good session. Coming round the wicket, pushed out there to the leg side. Two runs there. This one pitched up a bit. Again, takes the bat out of the batsman's hand with that ball. Moving that ball right way across the wicket. Good piece of bowling by Praktik. So the coach really showing his insight into the game with this change in bowling for Surf Riders. This time jams it just for a single. Straight to Umar. And Umar applauds that piece of bowling, and as well he should. So it's just 4 off the over. Slowing the Seattle onslaught here. 6 overs to go in this innings.
How did a global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%? How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Discover how at ust.com.
Little equipment adjustment out in the middle there, putting on new thigh pads by the looks of things. Not often you get to see a little thigh pad action out in the middle there. It's one area of cricket equipment they don't seem to come up with a consistent way of wearing them. I've seen pant type, strap type. I do like the inside thigh pad because you do get wrapped on that inside thigh quite a bit. And I think Sharma agrees. He's got that inside thigh pad as well. Shivam Sharma. Nayak pushes. Sharma pushes that ball out, and Nayak the facing batsman. Nayak having a good little innings here at 8:28 and Sharma on 17. So these two have put on a partnership of 40 already. And that's what Seattle seem to be very good at doing when they've had a couple of quick wickets. They've got batsmen that can consolidate in the middle, which they have done, and create a new foundation. So the score moves on to 93 for 5 after losing 3 quick wickets. Great shot. Push straight to mid-on there on the boundary, and it'll just be 1 run. Shivam Sharma to face. Oh, we missed that one. Doesn't get much closer than that. Vanapali thought he had a wicket. This one pitched up and picked up and stopped on the boundary. Right to the field, unfortunately, for the San Diego Surf. Score moves on to 95 for 5. Sound of the fire truck in the back. We've had a few fires around Woodley over the last 2 to 3 years, especially with the homeless living in the arroyo down below. We've lost some of the sight screens. They've all been replenished now. In comes, and this one's hooked to offside. Just be a single off that. So Shivam Sharma batting very well here for his 18, and plays and misses on that one. Vanapali just had 2 or 3 close shaves in this over so far. Looking for the breakthrough. So 4 runs, 2 dots. Nice tidy bowling by Vanapali. The first 16th over. Sorry, the 15th over. Come. Sinchi is sitting in the pavilion. He's a powerful bat. So, and Chetnini, there's both can bat. So, still quite a lot of batting on the Seattle side to come. A lot of equipment changes here with the Seattle Thunderbolts. So change the gloves now. When you've been in for a few overs, they do get a bit sweaty. And that can mean the bat swiveling around. So to improve the grip, you change your gloves. In comes new bowler Bhagat. Didn't bowl in the last game. Kunj Bhagat. So here's another one of those left-hand bowlers brought in to blunt the attack. It's one of the nice things about having a good 20-man roster. You can, on these back-to-back games, you can strengthen the side and rest other players. Here comes Kunj again. This one's pushed out on the offside, and it's just going to be headed off. No boundary. Good piece of fielding. Covered a lot of ground there. To Nayak, as Sujit Nayak hit that ball hard. So Kunj Bhagat into the attack. 98 for 5. Pitches that one up a bit. Good running here between the wickets with these two. Running the first one really fast, as we're all taught to do as youngsters. It's nice to be able to run that fast. 2 off that. 100 up. 100 up in the 15th over, 16th over. Plays right up to that. Good piece of bowling there by Bhagat. Forces the batsman onto the back foot. Oh, lovely hook shot. They're going to get 2 for it. Went straight to the fielder on the boundary. So Bhagat. I have a great crew around here. Thank you, guys. So it pitched up and hit hard on the offside. Pierces the inner field, but sweeper is there to pick it up. And there'll be another couple off that one. So 8 runs off the over as the Seattle Supersonics managed to, or Thunderbolts, the Supersonics or the basketball team, as the Thunderbolts keep the score ticking over. (106, 104 for 5 now.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
So Vanapali back on. This one's short and picked up. It's going to go high and over. 6 runs. That was a powerful hit there. So Seattle seemed to be over the danger spot after their last 3 quick wickets. They've dug themselves out of the hole with this great partnership here between Nayak and Sharma. At least it's up 50 runs now between them. And again, they show their ability to put together partnerships, which is what's required when under pressure. So even though they lost their first tier batting, the second tier were totally up to it, to consolidating and creating a new platform. Second flight of stairs, you might say. So 6 off Vanipali's first ball. This one comes in short and hit high, and it's over the fielder. It's going to be another 6, back-to-back 6s. And this is what happened in the previous game, and that time it was Rahul Mohan that I think hit 3 back-to-back 6s, and that was in the last over. Score moves up now to 110 for 5. And this one again launched high. Is this one catchable? Yes, it is. It's in the field, and it's a lovely take. Oh no, it was not a lovely take. It was unfortunately dropped. So they get 3 runs off that. But at least it wasn't another 6. That one, he got under it a little bit too much and launched it rocket style toward the fielder. Earlier today, they were practicing those very, very high catches, which are very much a feature of cricket at this level. So you really do have to, if you want to take your game to the next level, you have to be able to bring in those big ones, the high launch catches. This one again, straight at the fielder, but certainly not a 6 this time. We single off that. Score now 120 for 5 as Seattle's sailing along here very nicely. Could be on Puget Sound right now, just sailing down to Des Moines there. And this one launched for 6. That one's way over the gantry and into the adjoining field. So that's 3 6s in this innings. A very expensive over, unfortunately. So 24 off this over so far, as Seattle applies the power and finishes strong here. Valley coming in for his last one, 6 again. Very expensive over for San Diego. 28 runs off this over, unfortunately for Abinay. So he's bowled 3 overs now for 38 runs as San Diego Surf leave the beach, so to speak. So Abhinav off that, no wickets, 38 from the 38 runs in 3 overs. As the score now has moved on to 132 for 5 in 17 overs. 3 to go. 4 sixes off that over. Every shot a scoring shot. A breakthrough over for Seattle. So these two putting on a great performance here. Sharma on 45 and Nayak on 39. They're headed for the 100 partnership at this rate. Here's Bhagat. Played respectfully for 2 out to mid-wicket. Bhagat. This one's short and it's going to be picked up. And it bounces off the tree trunks for 6 all the way. Bounces back into the field. That tree's getting quite a lot of treatment today. This one's driven along the ground, it'll go straight to the fielder. So surf riders speak very highly of their group. They all like each other, they love the management. So despite having some tough losses, they look, as Jimmy Alcosara will tell you, they look for good people as well as good cricketers to have in their group. And that's a selection criteria. They want their players to enjoy themselves, and it shows at a time like this because they're under pressure. A lot of teams wouldn't be showing the character that they are now as Seattle moves on to 141 for 5. This one's short. Plays a checked drive there for a single. Score moves on to 142 for 5. Kunj Bhagat doing a good job of slowing the run rate. Little discussion about bowling right now, bowling strategy. Going into the attack again, this time just hit with the bottom of the bat. Straight to Umar. Happy to keep it to a single after those back-to-back sixes. This one is picked up. It's going straight to the fielder. Be another single. So the boundary fielder's being kept busy. That's the over. Bhagat 12 off the over. I am now. It's a well hit 6 there. As I was saying earlier, this partnership has been quite remarkable, with almost 100 these two have put on between them. They consolidated the middle here for Seattle. Second tier batting came in and did the job. So very hard to beat such a fine partnership. So a lot of back-to-back 6s, singles. Or was that a 4? Okay. So Fernando 4 off that last ball after valiant effort by the San Diego fielder to catch him out, catch the Nayak out, and he comes for his 3rd ball. This one driven away square, and they get 2 runs for that. Score 151 for 5 now. Shadows coming across the ground now. Sun's out. Wind's really died down quite a bit. It's not nearly as chilly as it was earlier in the day. Coming in full length. This one's picked up on the full volley, and that's 6 all the way, bouncing off the side screen. Boy, oh boy, these batsmen are in the flow now with their 100 up partnership right there. Remarkable piece of remarkable partnership. So Nayak gets his 50, 61 now, and Sharma on 48. So will he too pick up his 50? Not facing at the moment. Oh, what a beautiful shot. Beautiful shot there. Straight through mid-wicket. So as they retrieve the ball, they're really in the flow. Sujit Nayak, not only is he a good bowler, but he can certainly bat, as we just seen with that beautiful shot. Whistled off the bat. $161 for 5 now. Fernando coming with his last ball. That one's again picked up for 6. Nothing can stop these Seattle Thunderbolts. Brutal last 2 overs here. Even Fernando being taken to the cleaners, basically, after bowling very effectively the first 3 overs. So really the Seattle Thunderbolts in overdrive at the moment. Sujit Nayak there, just handing over his helmet, choosing to face this last 6 balls bareheaded. Those Harks back to the 70s and 80s when people played without helmets. And Sunil Gavaskar pioneered that. This one driven nicely along the ground there. Straight to the fielder, just be a single. So Kunj Bhagat done a very tidy piece of bowling here at a tough patch for the San Diego Surf Riders, keeping the bats as quiet as possible. He's had to bowl to two batsmen that are in full cry and try and keep the runs down as they've moved on to about 120 partnership, these two. It's one of the best partnerships of the whole series here in the West. And in Kunj again, this one driven away on the offside. Sweeper will pick it up and throw in. There'll be a couple of runs there. This is the last over. The death over being bowled by Kunj Bhagat. Doing a good job at the moment. 170 for 5. So Seattle in a crunch with a 50 for 2, went down to 50 for 5, and now here we are at 170. And here we go. This one's been launched, and it's coming all the way for 6. Everybody signals 6. So Kunj now getting the Thunderbolt treatment. Now they're arguing. Okay, I was told it was 6 now. Nayak facing. Hard angle to catch with the camera there. So let's see. Thanks. Okay, so Nayak, batsman facing. This one another launches high and clears the gantry for another 6. So Seattle now move on to 180 for 5. 2 back-to-back 6s here by Nayak, who's absolutely in full cry right now. An excellent piece of batting. So the Thunderbolts put on 130 partnership here to really consolidate the innings after being on the back foot at 55 for 5 at one point. Now it's 180 for 5. This one pushed straight back. That'll just be a single. No need to run yourself out with 180 on the board, I don't think. And that was it. 181 for 5. So San Diego Surf Riders got a target of 182. They have reached 176 before, so this will be a real challenge. Bhagat finishing the over with just a single. And very good innings for Seattle. Rubin out for 0 even before there was a run on the board, so I had an early breakthrough for San Diego. In Shawan, the captain brought it back a little bit, you know, with 24 runs. Stabilized innings a bit. Sashwat Kohli also with 18. And then in came batsman number 5, Sujit Nayak, not out, 84 in 46 balls. And then Shreyas Chetini also out for a duck with bowled by Reddy. Reddy had a breakthrough with 3 wickets there, back to back. And that was when things looked as though they were going San Diego's way. And then Rishabh Mohan out for a duck. And of course Sharma on his made his 50 as well. As far as bowling, Guy and Fernando 1 for 41. Reddy 3 for 23. Great bowling figures for him. Vanapali 0 for 44. Devan Srivastava 0 for 18. Praktik Desai 1 for 20. And Kunj Bhagat 0 for 34, facing 2 batsmen in full cry. fall of the wickets, 0 and then 34 for the second, 53 for the third, 53 for the fourth, and 59 for the fifth, and no more wickets after that, with a score of 188 for 5. Excellent play. We'll take a break now and see how San Diego do. So Seattle now back in the field after a bit half-hour break here, and had to have very successful innings of 181 for 5 after being 59 for 5 at one point. So San Diego Surf Riders have a character test here, and as they try to come back from a devastating first innings there. So they elect to go with Gonzakera, who plays locally here with Southern California cricket. Plays for the Caribbean, who won the league last year. This year they're also performing very well. Caribbean do a great job of maintaining cricket standards here in Southern California. Ever since Pablo McNeil opened for the West Indies, for the United States back in the 80s, and prior to that, Don Weeks, who captained the U.S. in 1970. Very strong West Indian contingent here in Southern California. Rodney Cutting, his son, plays for the West Indies. Fidel Edwards. Good group of solid cricketers that really support the game, and Gunnar Sakara is playing with them. But today he's opening the batting for the San Diego Surf Riders and with Vanapali. And they're playing a miss right there. So Atal Atawala is the opening bowler here for the Seattle Sonics. I was saying earlier, Seattle Sonics have a training facility, indoor training facility in Seattle for anybody who wants to have their practice or child. In comes Atwala for his second ball, slams it down, and Ganasera gets it away. So, Seattle on the board with 1 run is something that Seattle didn't do. I mean, San Diego on the board with 1 run. Seattle were already 0 for 1 at this stage. Shows you how the fortunes of cricket ebb and flow, just like the veritable stream. In comes Adewale, slams that one down, and Vanapali just brings the bat down for a single. I have seen San Diego pull it back with a required run rate of 10 and over. So they have the batting if it sticks. And it would be a real character win if they're able to pull it out of the fire here. Adwala bowling very well. This one's short. Emmanuel Benjamin, who's the coach, would like his batsmen to show a little more adjustment to the sort of bowling they're facing. A Ranji player, Emmanuel, now coaching in his 60s, San Diego. So San Diego also has a training academy and great facilities down in their local park there. So they hired Emmanuel Benjamin to do the coaching for them, and that's last ball of the over. That one's short, but Gunnar Sakara misses that one too. And that's the over. Just 2 off that over. A good over for Atif.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
In IT, but
Global
also
retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%. How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Discover how at ust.com.
like a lot of these franchise owners, they're very adept at business and have the vision and the courage to invest in cricket. So thank you. Also, Yash Enterprises for supporting the broadcast. The great work here done by Vishal. Oh, that stayed low. And they get a couple of byes there. They thought he had hit the wicket with that. They all appealed. So Singji Sai gets the second opening bowler at the Wong end. He's running in from the Wong end on the right field. Down it comes. Pushes that one out to the leg side for a single. Singji, a pretty stingy bowler. Didn't get to bat in the last innings. He's a good batsman. So the run rate 3.75. You need 10 and over. So each time they fall behind, the pressure builds, which is why these games are so important in terms of developing stamina and character. It's interesting to read back about the results and see Aaron Rodgers was the leading batsman in 2022, for example. It's that's a wide there. Been very few wides or extras in these two games. When Seattle started when San Diego started, they had 17 extras in their first game, and it was almost gave away the game in the process. Now they're down to about 2 or 3, so that shows you practice makes perfect. Here we go. Pushes that one out, decided not to run. So run rate up to 4.5, 10 needed, of course. Still in the power play. 6 for no wicket. At this point, Seattle were 0 for 1. Really got behind that, Gunasera did. Just a good shot for 1 run. So we've got 2 leg byes to start the over, and then 1 wide. So 3 extras in this over. That was an excellent ball. Sanjeev hammered that one in. The batsman played right underneath it. Vanapali 2, Gunasera 2. In comes Singji, and lovely shot off the pads there for a single. Authoritative. So at the end of 2 overs, 7 for no wicket. So he's probably hurt his finger, probably jammed it. Probably a little cortisol spray or something like that. So Atif Atwala just 1-2 off his first over. And he comes for his second over, slams that one down. I don't know whether there was an edge on that or not, but there's definitely a couple of runs there. Oh, we're being assessed five extras there for being above the head of the batsman. So 5 extras picked up by San Diego for Atif's ball there. This one in the zone. Score moves on to. All right. Just correction there, 4, not 5 extras, but still keeps the score ticking over. Score now 13-0, and really half of those are extras at the moment. Hooks that one. Little ball shining going on there. Atif Atwala in for his 4th ball here, slams that one down. Dot ball there for Atwala. Bowled very effectively in both innings here for Seattle. Again, the batsman just managed to get underneath that, and it'll be 4 runs. Ganasakari Vanapali got his bat on that. And the score moves on to 18. Ten runs off Atwala's over, so this is the score 8 they need. They need some catch up now, and they're getting it there. There'll be a single. There's a push out there to point. Picked up 11 runs off that over. No, they managed. They stopped the single there. Okay, so it's 10.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
9.9 to stay in the race.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
In comes Sinji. So Ravindu Gunasakera on 3 and Abhinav Vanapali on 12. Gets right behind that, pushes it back out to cover there. First ball from Sinji Saigats. Atif Atawala bowling very well. 2 for 12 so far. Oh, head way up on that, missed that altogether. Lucky to still be there. So Gunasakera facing on 3. Pushes that one out for a single. So Atif Aliwala has played 6 matches for Seattle. They got him down as a batsman, but he's certainly shown the ability to bowl right now. 13 runs, 9 wickets in his jaunt. Oh, that was a pick up, and it's a beautiful catch, instinctive catch there, as Vanapali tried to drive it past the oncoming Sinji. Those are great, those sort of instinctive catches, but it's a breakthrough for Seattle as the 2 openers were getting set. So in the meantime, just been researching Atwala's numbers, and his batting, he's most runs scored 13. His bowling, best performance was 12 for 4. So he is a breakthrough bowler when needed. His economy rating is 6.68, so he's a very effective bowler as well. So out goes Vanapali. Gunasakera is still there, with San Diego Surf Riders still on 19 for 1. Sinji Saigats getting the wicket there in his 4th ball. Very tight first over here. I mean second over. So he gets off the mark with that single. So the Pakistani international Umar got 44 and 40 his last 2 outings. Gets off the mark there. Oh, he gets just a fine edge to that. It's going to be 4 all the way. All the way. Doesn't get a finer edge than that. Sinji Saigats played 12 matches for Seattle. This will be the 13th. 16 runs, 16 wickets. So he's quite the wicket taker. He just picked up another one. Goes on his knee there, sweeps that one round for a single, for 4 runs. Nice shot. Ganasakera steering that one to the boundary with a sweep there. Going down on bent knee to do it. A lovely shot. Sinji just frustrated by that because it looks effortless. Plays right out to the fielder there. So 16 wickets, economy rating 6.4, strike rate of 13, and picks up a wicket there. So 31 for 1. Score moving along quite rapidly, and they lose a wicket. Still inside the power play. Beautiful catch. So in comes Scander, who's out fairly early in the last innings. He's had a couple of 50s in this series so far. Young, under 21-year-old, quite the talent. And will be looking to redeem himself this time around. I'm sure the coach, Emmanuel Benjamin, has had a few words with him. Still 4.3, still inside the power play. Quickly off the mark there with a single. Shivam Sharma, free agent, bowling. So he's picked up a wicket and been hit for 5 in this over. Pushes that down one slightly short, pushed away. And there'll be an amble single. Score moves on to 33 for 2. Remember Seattle were at 53 for 5 at one point, so these two combat. Another single. So we've got Sharma to Sharma at the moment. It was Sharma to Sharma, now it's changed to Umar. So Sharma 7 off the over, 1 wicket, 34 for 2. Scander taking his guard there. Will Sinji be kept on for a 3rd over? We'll see. Now S. Nayak into the attack now. Push back to the bowler. So Scander, Rohit Sharma, 2 runs. Umar, 9. That one pushed out on the offside. Hit hard. That's 4 all the way. Beautiful shot. 6. Even better. Moves the score along to 40 for 2. So Sujit Nayak had scored 71 in the Seattle innings. Gets hit for 6 runs there. Giving a few back. Great shot there by Sharma. Oh, that's a hook shot. Question is it 4 or is it 6? We await the umpire's decision. Umar taking off his helmet, putting on his cap. So 6 back-to-back off Sujit Nayak. 12 off the over so far, 46 for 2. Umar very annoyed at himself there. He missed a sitter. His eyes must have grown like lollipops when he saw that one. Yeah. Scander almost caught there mid-wicket. Just lives to fight another day. An uppish mid-wicket shot there. 46 for 2. Scander Sharma on 14. There's 2 back-to-back 6s helped.
How did a global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%? How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Discover how at ust.com.
Rate is required to win this game. 136 needed in 14 overs. At 10 runs and over. Change of bowling here. Mansinghi coming on at this end. And Mansingh. Wrist spinner. You can see it when he delivers there. Coming over the wicket. Picked up the previous game, I think 3 wickets at the end there. Right arm over. Spins that one shorter. Let's go straight to the fielder. Really spins that ball on his fingers prior to setting up for his run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pace run up. Full on spin. Push out there to mid off, and that'll be a single. So Mansingh, a very accomplished bowler, not somebody to take lightly. Nagging length works away at you. Good test here for Scander. Counteracts that spin beautifully with that shot. They decided to just take the single. So we've got the older, experienced Pakistan player and Scander, the youngster, learning from every exchange here. It's this sort of training that minor league is designed to do, to bring up the quality of American cricket to competitive level, a World Cup level. And this one's short, pushed out there on the offside, straight to the fielder, and no run. Umar reads the field very well usually, finds the gaps, but he gets most of his runs by power shots, drives, and mainly drives. Pushes that one out for a single. Scander thinking of a second one, but that ambling gives him the chance to face next time around. So score now 49 for 2. And the two good batsmen meet in the middle. So with that amble, Umar is
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
so he batted there in his cap for a while and decides to go the helmet again as Dushanak comes on. Dushanak didn't play in the first game. And he's not on our list. Pounds that one in for a short length bouncer, but nothing, he's not getting it to lift. Second ball for Dushanak. This one's fuller length. Pushed out there to mid-on. And there will be a single. That one speaks for itself. Now he takes his helmet off again. So Banti Dushak, all-rounder. It's not on the list today, but he's been with the Thunder. This is his first match, so that would explain why he's not on the list. He hasn't scored any wickets, so this is his first match for the Seattle Thunderbolts. This one slammed in slightly short, picked up there. They'll get run 2 on this one, especially on that misfield. So Umar facing on 20 now, building his innings as usual. This one, ooh, almost got him. That would have been a big first wicket for Dushnak, Bounty Dushnak. So Scander on 16 now. Umar facing. Oh, another miss again. He's trying to swing across the line and take him out of the park, but his most back-to-back shots there. He was lucky that his stumps are still standing. So Bounty not having his first time out of the barn, so to speak, and the batsmen really don't know his bowling yet. So it had a 6 hit off him, number 3, and I think Umar was looking to do a couple more, but missed back-to-back there. So Banty on his first over there, 10 runs. 12 runs. Oh, they move it back to 10 now. Yeah. 59 for 2. San Diego at this stage. Seattle were 5 wickets down. Pull shot there. Lovely pull shot. I know my producer will be happy with that. Mansinghi on a second over here. This one on the offside, straight to the fielder, point, deep point. This interesting stage of the cricket match right here, because you got 2 very solid batsmen capable of putting on a 100 partnership up against some strong bowling. Who cracks first? That one again straight to the point there. No run. A little duel going on there between the bowler and the batsman. Mansinghi set his field quite effectively, keeping the runs down. Probably tempt him with this one. Yeah, this one's a bit shorter. This way he's able to drive it. Drives it to mid-off there, and that'll be a single. So that's Scander facing here. Pushes that one. An appeal there. Nothing doing. Great camera work. You can see the close-up work here. Umar's a good leaner on the bat. He paces himself very well as a cricketer. This one straight up to the bat. So Mansinghi just 3 off the over, excellent over. Keeping the lid on the game.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
But it's not easy to get runs, as we all know. Bunty Dumchek with his first game for the Seattle Thunderbolts in for a second over. This one is driven right back over his head. That's going to be 6 runs. Umar really thumped that one. Thuds into the black sight screen there in front of the Wong ground. Straight drive. Lovely shot. Very convenient for the fielder. 68 for 2. But that's the sort of hitting that's going to be needed to win this game. Comes in, this one's short. Almost gets him to edge that. Just below head height, although no extras signaled. So comes, and that one's gets right behind that one. That's going to go for 4, I believe. They're not even running, so yes, that's 4 all the way. It's for Umar, so 10 off the over, off 3 shots. And Umar knows that's what's required to win this game. And he keeps the batting also with those boundaries. So he moves on to 21 with that. And Scander is already on 26. So these two putting on a partnership. This one's short. Bounces that, goes for the single. Umar now facing. Oh, Umar gets right underneath that, clears the inner ring, and that's going to be 4 runs all the way. So it's a good over for San Diego Surf Riders. That's 12, 13 runs now. Now 15 runs off the over. The first shot was a 6. 15 when they needed 11, so this helps them, relieves some of the pressure, like letting air out of an overblown tire. This one it really picks up, and is that going to go for 6? Yes, it's 6 all the way. So he's seeing this ball like a balloon at the moment. So Umar really showing his class as a batsman right here, as he keeps Seattle in the game with 77 for 2 at the end of that over. Very expensive over from the new bowler for Seattle. He's 31 in 2 overs now. So his econ rate is 15. And an excellent over for Seattle. They won that bout. 83 for 2. Umar on 31. And Scander on 29. So these two are put on a 50 partnership already. So Mansingh staying on at this end. I would imagine there'll be a change at the other end. So it's Mansingh's 3rd over. As we mentioned, he's ranked in the top 10 nationwide for bowling. So you see one of the top bowlers in the country right now, based on performance in the last 2 years. Abhijay Mansingh, number 19. That one's picked up on the volley. That's one way to counteract spin. Just hit it on the volley. That's what George Headley used to do back in the 30s when he started pioneering double century innings for the West Indies. First of all for Jamaica, of course. Abhijay now coming in. This one's shorter, and then again it's pushed out, counteracting the spin again. So these two are using the push to keep Mansingh turn, counteracting is Mansingi's turn. Back-to-back singles. This one that's a hook shot and straight to mid-wicket. Just another single. Mansingi bowling very effectively in both games. This one's shorter. This one slapped down to straight to point there. Four balls, 3 runs. Excellent bowling here by Abhijay. And again, same placement. He manages to get past the point this time around and is going for 4 runs. Again, just a slight adjustment there, and picks up 4. Good piece of batting there by Umar. Moves on to 32 and Scander on 31. So these two playing very well out there in the middle right now with the score at 90 for 2. Run rate needed of 10 now. This one's short. This one's been really collared, and that's going over the extra far gantry into the Severn field and still running. That's the biggest 6 of the game so far. Amazing shot. The ultimate scoop shot that was. So Mansingh ends with a flourish thanks to Umar. Umar showing some really international quality shots out there in the middle at the moment, and having got out somewhat early in the previous game by his standards, I'm sure he's got something to prove. Certainly Scander has, because he was out for less. So both of these batsmen wanting to have a good innings, and they put on well over 50, probably 60 now between them. Score now at 96 for 2. Push out there for a single with the new bowler is Sunil Nayak. Sujit Nayak scored 71 in the first innings today. Oh, and bowled him. He missed it in the air, and he's happy. That's a real breakthrough wicket there, and it's Umar. After that amazing 6, and I've noticed the last 3 outs it's been after he's had a big hit. So it's the sort of batsman you want, though. I mean, that self-confidence and that aggression. Very humble, very quietly spoken man. Does his talking with the bat. So score now 97 for 3. So incoming batsman Abhinav Singh, who's out for a duck in the last game and is a very quick scorer when he's in full cry. So let's see what happens here. Plays that one carefully, gets off the mark right away. So Nayak making blood there with that wicket. San Diego 98 for 3. Scander scampering there for a single. 2 balls left. The umpire is signaling. 1 for 3 in this over. Dead ball being signaled by the umpire. This one spins, goes between the legs there for a single. Abhinav living dangerously. Abhi Singh and Scander Sharma. Sujit Nayak bowling very well, very effectively. Another single off that. That'll be 5 off the over, and a wicket. So he really put the clampers on with that over. So the one prior to that, San Diego won definitely. This one won by
Global
Seattle.
Retail Pharmacy increase orders by 100%. How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Discover how at ust.com.
101 for 3. Mansingh in for his last over, and this one is hooked, and that's going to be straight to a fielder, so that'll be just 1 run. No chance of a catch. Pushes that one out to the offside. So Scander now on 35 and Abhinav Singh on 2. Mansingh bowled very well, but no wickets. This one's catchable, high, and a 6able. So are we 6 or 4? It's 6. Lovely flick of the wrist there. When those go high and toward the 10th, it's very hard to judge what's happening because you can't see the landing spot. Great shot by Abhinav. So where his power comes in is length. Strong wrist, very strong wrist. This one again, is that hard enough to get across? San Diego says yes. So 6 and back-to-back boundaries there. Actually, no, they must have stopped it inside the boundary. So 2 balls left of Mansinghi's spell, and that's probably their best bowler to date. This one pushes it out faster, and there'll be a single. So one ball left in the over, and Singhi bowled very well. Oh, and he strikes. Strikes with an LBW appeal, but nothing going. Nothing does. That's Mansinghi's spell.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Yeah. 110 for 3. Nice cut shot there. Gets past 2 fielders. They're going to go for 2 on this. Managed to stop the boundary. So 2 rather than 4. Thunderbolts were well pleased with that piece of fielding. Down the leg side, pushes it out on the leg side, and there'll be just 1 run off that. So the shadows extending themselves across this field here at the right field as the sun goes down over the Pacific Ocean here on our left-hand side. It's been a good day of cricket. Tomorrow it'll be league cricket here with Southern California Cricket Association. Then Sunday will be another game. And finishing off on, oh, playing a miss there. Abhinav just missing that in the air. And another game on Monday. So 2 more games, official games to come for minor league out of Southern California in the next 3 days. And Abhinav deciding to be a bit more cautious there. So Nayak bowling very well within himself. Sujit Nayak. That'll be another single. Score 113 for 3. Nayak really done sterling job out there in the middle with his bowling and his batting today. He's had a good day. This one, last ball of the over, and Fielder just managed to get his fingers on that and stop a 4, and so it'll just be a single instead. So Nayak still got another over to come. 22 off 3 overs so far.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%. How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Discover how at ust.com.
So score 115 for 3. 67 runs needed off 6 overs. So run rate 11.5 runs and over. 12 runs required and over for San Diego to win this game. Singh now on 10, beginning to pick up some runs, and Sharma on 40. Scander Sharma had a very good series so far. Got a couple of 50s already. Fine young batsman. I would imagine we'll see him in the US team at some point. And the reverse sweep there. Beautiful shot. Straight to the fielder. But eloquently played. Timing was immaculate. Chose the right ball. So Sharma, 1 off that. Slight mishit there by Abi. And they're just going to go for the 1. Shivam Sharma. Back-to-back singles. Free agent player in for his third ball. Dab that one down, counteracting the spin. If you want to see how to counteract spin, you're getting a lesson, an object lesson right now. Coming on the front foot, keeping the bat low, moving forward, momentum. Shorter, and this one, Abhi, because of his strength, is able to power onto the leg side. But just 4 runs so far. And unfortunately, that's not enough, even though it's fine batting. Sharma now on Scander on 42 and Abhi on 12. This one's short, it pushed around the edge there, and it manages to escape the field. They're going to get 2 on this. 6 off the over so far. So every ball a scoring shot, but still not enough. So it gives you an idea of what it takes to play at this level to win a game. Last ball of the over. A reverse sweep again. This time it clears the fielder. And it's gone for 4 runs. Beautiful shot. Excellent batting. This is an object lesson how to do a reverse sweep. Look at that. Comes low. Head low. Clears the infield right there. That's the risky part. But he got underneath it and picked up a 4. So very good reply to Seattle trying to put the clampers on. So 10 off that over. They need 12, but that's close enough. So Abhi to face now. Nayak with his last over. He's had a very good day's cricket. Oh. Abhi's missing this in the air a little bit. The captain, the wicketkeeper, Ian Chan, giving a little advice there to Nayak, see what happens. Abhi seems to be mistiming a little bit, getting ahead of the ball. This one tempts him again, this one high. And is it going to clear? That's 6 runs all the way, bounces off the tree there. And I'm sure Nayak would like to call that one back, but it's... Singh, when he starts hitting like that, is very hard to stop. So he moves on to 18 with that. So we're seeing some beautiful batting out there. Nice straight drive. Offside drive, and then that reverse sweep earlier by Scander. 2 great shots. Now Sharma is on 48, Scander Sharma. And Abhi Singh on 18. So these two beginning to build a partnership, which is what helps Seattle so much. This one. Oh, he just got a piece of wood on that. That'll be a single. So Abhi's been missing some in the air, but getting little bits of wood here and there, but when he does middle it, it's out of the park. And you had all aspects of his batting on display right there. So Scander Sharma on 48 runs. Don't tell him. He blocks that one out for a single. Very good at counteracting spinners, Scander. So Scander moves on to 49 and Singh now facing. 5th ball of the over. He moves away on that one, and that's caught. Yeah, he was living dangerously, Abhi was. He was certainly not chanceless. I think he'd like to have rolled his wrists on that if he had another chance to do it. Big, tall, strong man. Strong wrists, but not middling the ball all that much. But a better innings for him this time around. He's out for 19. Here's the replay. See how he's caught out. See, he moves back there. Almost off balance. Hits that. So that's what put it up in the air. And went straight to mid-wicket there. Nice catch. Catching it over his shoulders. That's not easy to do. So Patel, the new batsman. Sahaj Patel, domestic player. Inserted here by Surf Riders in their second game. He didn't play in the first. And Nayak, having picked up that wicket, just gives away a run. Score now 134 for 4. 16 overs done. Chasing 181 for 5, Seattle Thunderbolts. So the game's still within reach, 12 runs per over required. We've still got the batting, still got enough wickets. And Sinchi nicely stroked away there for a single. They decided not to go for the second. Wise decision. So Patel picks up 2 runs. So San Diego now 135 for 4. Single off Sinji on that last ball. This one's slightly over pitched, picked up on the volley. It's gone all the way on the ground to deep extra cover there. Just be a single. 50 up there for Scander. Excellent innings. That's three 50s in this series. So congratulations there to the 21-year-old who's been very consistent playing for San Diego and pushes that one away for another single. Well done. So excellent batting by Skander Sharma, and he's now facing again. So Sinji back-to-back singles. He'll be happy with that. Skander showing a lot of poise out there. And Sinji pushes that one out. He reaches out quite far with these shots and counteracts the spin very well. Love the way he bats. Very effective. Sinji bowling fast, slightly over pitch there, and it's going to be judged a wide. Wides at this stage really do help. In comes again. This time he drives it out to mid-on there, but straight to the fielder, so it'll just be 1 run. In comes Sinchis, wraps him on the pad, appeal, not given. So Sahaj Patel, the incoming batsman for the San Diego Surf Riders, played 1 match. He's a brand new player on the team. Just had previous.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Last time out. So Sharma on 51 and Patel on 4. 140 for 4. 42 needed of 3 overs. Required run rate is moved up to 14. And as the shadows move across the field now, the batsman can still got good light, but they are moving. The shadows are moving up to their batting position. Pushed out on the offside for a single. Again, San Diego just falling a little bit behind here. Run rate is moved up to 15 required. In comes Atif Atwala. And this one's hooked nicely. It drops in front of the fielder who just misfields. Will it go for 4? No, it just gets it inside the boundary. And they'll get at least 2 off that. It hit the stumps, but not necessarily out because he had his bat fully outstretched. An excellent throw, no question about that. But the batsman was up to running fast between the wickets. Good example. And Patel lives to fight another day. Sahaj Patel, playing in probably just his 2nd game for the Surf Riders, and now on his best score of 5. So they're probably discussing who should get the batting, and they know that Scander is the run scorer at the moment. 54 runs in 36 balls. So Scander's had an excellent innings, but still got more work to do. And a change at this stage would be detrimental to the winning prospects of San Diego. So Patel facing now. Slightly over pitch ball, and he picks that up on the volley. That'll just be 1 run, I think. Are they going for 2? Excellent running. They've run very well between the wickets, these two. They know they need them. So Atwala, 6 off this over. That's expensive over for Atif. So Patel now on 7. Good drive that. And in comes Atif. Another full length ball straight through the legs of the batsman there. And picked up at mid-on there. That'll just be a single. Scander adjusting his equipment, tightening his pads. Notice how he buckles them up so you don't leave the straps to be hit by the ball and create an appeal situation. Looks simple, but it takes years of practice to do that. Sunaj Patel on 8, twice his best score so far, and Scander on 54. Now facing. Oh, doesn't quite get a hold of that, just be a single. So scoring off every ball here, and still not enough. 5, 6, 7, 8 off the over score. Run rate moves up to 16 and over now. 34 needed off 13 balls. Still doable. San Diego putting a bold performance here, gutsy performance. They've shown the character. 148 for 4. And this one's short and played and missed by Patel. Plays across it, probably would have done better if you'd driven it. Trying for that scoop shot. So popular.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
How did a global retail pharmacy increase orders by 100%? How did a multinational bank build a #1 rated digital app? With people who help leading companies transform through technology. Engineer a better future. Discover how at ust.com.
You see the shadows now. No wind now, it's just still here at Woodley Park. In comes Sinji. Swing and a miss, and he's out. Be good to see a replay on that. I think it was a stumping. Excellent innings there by Sharma. Here we go. Takes the bails off as he loses his balance there. Good piece of wicket keeping there. And Sharma stumped after an excellent 55. So 3 50s in this series for a 21-year-old. That's good, reliable, remarkable batting. And with that high-scoring batsman out, in comes the captain. Ready. Jaydeep ready. He's kept this group together, well respected by all his players. Been in this position numerous times. Loosening up with his Kookaburra bat there. He wears a sort of cap bandana, which I guess stops the sweat from going down your back of the back of your neck as you're batting. Uses it for bowling as well. Little adjustments going on here in the field by the captain, Ian Chowan. Nice drive, it'll just be a single. They may go for 2. No, Abhinav sends him back. No, not Abhinav. It looks like Abhinav, but it's Sunaj Patel. In his second game for San Diego. Tall man, put him at about 6'2", 6'3". Comes down the wicket, cross bats that one, and it'll just go for a single. And the pressure mounts now with 21 runs needed now to win this per run rate. So they need 32 off 1.3. Has been done. This one Gets the wood on that, and that's going to be 4 runs. Top edge. It all counts. So San Diego can be happy they made 150 with 5. They've fought back very hard here. Long day's cricket out on right field. Beautiful weather conditions, nice and cool. It's been a wonderful day's cricket. I think you'd be well content with their efforts here, San Diego, but they just need a minor 2 adjustments to start the winning streak again. And they have a great coach there in Emmanuel Benuin, who I'm sure will sit down with the players and analyze what happened. So Sinji 1 wicket for 4 runs, for 6 runs. And there's final over here. He's had a bowled very well. Mansingi, another fine contributor for the Seattle Thunderbolts. Sinji coming in for his last ball of the match. And they're going to pick up a single there at least. And they're going for 2. Good running. And ready already on 5. Little onomatopoeia.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Surf riders.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
You need them. So, brought to us by Yash Technologies. Thank you very much, Yash, for supporting the broadcast. Atif Atwal is going to finish off this this series, last over, and in he comes. This one's slammed down, and it's way right over the batsman's shoulder. An extra signal, I think. So they kept a run rate of 8 for this innings. They needed 10. And of course, as the overs went by, the requirement increased. But even 8 and over is pretty fine performance by any team. So in comes Atif. This one much fuller length, and they're going to get probably a single, possibly 2 off that. No, it's just going to be a single, and that's the match right there. 4 balls left. That's Clinton feeling out there in the deep. So it's going to be, looks as though it's going to be back-to-back wins here for the Seattle Sonics, the champions of the league back in 2022. So a good performance here by the San Diego Surf Riders. They're a gutsy little team. As I said earlier, they recruit for character as well as skill. And in Scander, they've got a fine new player. That one's pushed out, probably be 2 off that. It's not going to go for the boundary. Score moves on to 159 for 5. 46. 23 needed off 3 balls. Again, last game was a 7-run difference. This one's may get down to single digits. But just Seattle slightly stronger. And this one, full pitch and is bowled. Knocks back the off stump there. So Atif picking up a wicket in his last over here with 2 more balls to go. Out goes the captain. Kind of symbolic in a way. A tough day's cricket for San Diego Surf Riders, but they can be proud of their effort. Just missed that one in the air. So 159 for 6, chasing 181. 3 balls left. Incoming batsman. Is Kunj Bhagat. Bowled very well in his spell. Another new player for San Diego. Out of one of the pushes that out for gets off the mark right away. He's one of the California Academy players that came in from Northern California. Hemant Bush was telling me about him earlier. And he's had a very good series. So Patel now facing the last ball, I believe. The score at 160 for 6. And the Thunderbolts were 181 for 5. So 21 run difference. And that takes it to 161. And that's the end of the game. So congratulations to Seattle Thunderbolts. Well played game, played well within their skill range. And pick up a second win here against the Surf Riders. And they'll be facing the lashings at the end on Sunday. So Ravindu Gunnesakera for the San Diego Surf Riders opening up with 8 and Vanapali 12. Great innings there by Umar. His 42 powerful shots and 23. That's the way he does it. Scander Rohit Sharma, what a great name. 55 and 38, picking up his third 50 of the tournament. Abhi Singh, just 19, slightly better outing than previous. Sahaj Patel, 11, and Jaydeep Reddy, 9. And Kunj coming in right at the end there for a single, getting off. So well played, Sonics, Supersonics. Atif Atwala, 1 for 25. Sinji Sigats, 2 for 27. Great bowling by Sinji. Shivam Sharma, 1 for 17. Nayak was tagged a little bit, but he got 2 wickets, 2 for 31. Abhiman Singhi bowled very well for no wickets at 28, but kept the lid on it. And Banti Duchnek coming in for his first game, got tagged there for 31 runs. And I'm sure it was a good experience just getting some a game under his belt. Fall of wickets 19, 31, 97. Probably the best partnership there with 31 to 97, 60 runs. So match summary, Nayak, his best innings was 84. Associate Sarma 49, and the captain Ian Shah won 14 and 19 balls. Sharma Surf Riders, Sharma 55, Ukmal 42, and Singh 19. Jaydeep Reddy 3 for 23, excellent bowling by Jaydeep, the captain. Desai picked up 1 for 20, and Fernando not as economical as usual, but 1 for 41 for the Surf Riders. Seagats leading the bowling for Seattle, 2 for 27. Nayak 2 for 31. Those two cornering the bowling there, and Sharma 1 for 17. So excellent day's cricket. Thank you very much for tuning in, and congratulations to Seattle winning the back-to-back games against Surf Riders. First one by 7 runs, the second one by 20. Despite the changes there for San Diego, the result was the same. So that's it for the broadcast, and look forward to broadcasting on Sunday.
You're watching the 2024 Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Yash Technologies.